There's a really important point right now about Iran that no one really seems to be talking about, and that's that if Iran falls, if the regime falls, this is going to be terrible for Putin. Don't forget, the drones that have been coming all across the skies into this country, into Ukraine, every single night, they're called Shahed drones because they are Iranian-made and designed drones. And those drones have been killing people here every single night. There were hundreds put into the city last night, and that's because Iran is the last proper strategic partner that Russia has in the Middle East. They used to have Syria. That fell months ago. Now it's just Iran. So Putin's going to be isolated on the world stage completely. His last best friend is going to be Kim Jong-un if that regime falls. But also, they're not going to get the same military support from Iran. And those drones that are killing people every single night, they're going to be reduced in supply. And that's a good thing for Ukraine. And that is why Putin is panicking right now. That's why Putin is losing his mind. He's just on a press conference saying that he condemns these strikes. He hates these strikes because he doesn't want the regime of Iran to fall, because Putin is far more isolated than we think. He's far weaker than we think. The missiles that went into apartment buildings last night that killed 8 people, they weren't Russian ballistic missiles. They were North Korean ballistic missiles, because Russia don't have enough stuff to throw at this country. They desperately rely on horrible dictatorships like North Korea and Iran. So if Iran is destabilized, if Iran is distracted, or if the regime falls, this is a good thing for Ukraine. And I know there's a lot of people that are talking about money right now, the price of oil going up, affecting all of this. And that's true. Russia will make a bit more cash temporarily if the price of oil goes up. But having a bit of extra pocket money and a bit of extra cash is nothing compared to losing something like your last strategic military base, military country in the Middle East. They had Syria, they had Iran, they would be left with basically nothing. That's terrible for Russia. That's great for Ukraine. And it's a good point to remember.